What's up, guys? We're back again, Matt's Mind Monday, with episode 47 of the Q&A series. If you guys have any questions you want to have answered live in this video and be featured, comment them down below. It could be really anything. Lego, Star Wars, even my personal life. Drop them down below. I'll get to them next week. Let's get started with some awesome questions for this week. First, starting up with Bricks. Matt's Mind, what kind of DSLR camera do you recommend for beginners? This is a great question, and it's something I actually get quite often. Let me get something. So I'm actually going to take this question one step further. I've actually never really been able to recommend DSLRs. I feel like they're becoming outdated, and what I would suggest going with are what's called mirrorless cameras. Now, the first true camera that I used on this channel was the Panasonic GH4. I wouldn't really recommend it. It was a little bit wonky, and the autofocus wasn't really that good. I feel like as a YouTuber, you need to have trustworthy eye detection autofocus. And a wonderful camera that I used for a very long time is this guy. This is the Canon EOS M50. It's a very small camera. I was able to get the camera, an SD card, and then the lens, which is a pretty decent lens, for about $500 to $600, which realistically isn't that bad. Unfortunately, with cameras, if you're looking to go for something like this, you're going to be paying at least $400. This thing did everything I ever needed it to. And then I made the upgrade to the Canon EOS R6. This is notably a bigger, beefier camera. It does a lot more things, and I do plan on using this outside of YouTube content and stuff like that in the future. So for me, it was a worthy investment that I just so happened to be able to use. And I bet you're wondering, Matt, if this is your camera, what the heck are you using right now? Well, this is actually my EOS R. This is my B camera, my secondary camera. This is my main one. But I would be lying to you if I said you absolutely needed something like this or like this. If you guys get something like this will do just well. I'd recommend the Canon EOS M50. Look it up. I have nothing but great things to say about it. It takes really good pictures, really good eye autofocus, so it's good if you're a sit-down person, and it takes really good pictures and video as well, so I definitely recommend this out of the bunch. The question of the century from Luca Burns, Matt's Mind, when will Endor Week 7 be out? Endor is in a little bit of turmoil. In fact, I plan on making an announcement at the end of this week, probably Sunday or Saturday, about Endor. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I don't want to answer it in today's video, but stay tuned for the weekend. I'll have a very important video covering everything and answering everything about Endor, so stay tuned for that. Lego Connoisseur says the amazing custom Bocaton minifigure was shown to us on David's channel community page. What are your thoughts on that? That's a great question. I feel like I've gotten up so much in this video. I'm getting so much exercise. So David actually did send a review copy of his new P2 Cody and his Bocaton. Both of these reviews should be up this week, so I'll let you guys know. From the looks of it, it looks a lot more realistic. I'm gonna say this is probably based off of the Mandalorian TV show, more so than the Clone Wars, so it looks a lot more realistic with the details. My initial thoughts are it looks really good. It is an expensive minifigure. You are paying for custom quality and all that kind of stuff, but I will make a video covering both the Cody and the Bocaton coming up very soon, so stay tuned for those. Ben Brix is asking, what is my favorite Clone Wars arc or episode? My favorite arc of all time in the Clone Wars TV show is the Mandalorian arc and the end of season 7. The last 4 episodes, seeing Order 66 like it was truly envisioned to me, at least how I wanted it to be in my mind, was surreal. It was like reliving the prequels, but they were actually really good to watch. So the Mandalore season 7 arc is by far my favorite. Among the other ones, I really loved the Umbara arc, which is, I mean, pretty honest. Anything with a large scale clone battle. I mean, obviously the Bad Batch arc, I built freaking an Axis. Those are the top 3. Number 1 being the Mandalore arc at the end of season 7. Nathan Snake is asking, if Lego were to make one of the 2, which would you prefer? A Master Builder series, UCS Vader's Castle, or Jedi Temple? Also glad to see you back. Thanks, man. Between Vader's Castle or Jedi Temple? Since we've already gotten to Vader's Castle, and the Jedi Temple is something we've rarely seen, I think there's a lot of opportunity, and I would love for Lego to do a Master Builder series of the Jedi Temple. Realistically, I don't think so, but there would be really cool opportunities. You could build the Jedi Council Room, you could build the library, you can even have some exclusive figures like the Jedi Temple Librarian. Her name is escaping my head at this moment, but there's so much opportunity for new custom Jedi, all that kind of stuff. I would love to see Master Builder series Jedi Temple. Do I think either of those have an odds of being UCS or MBS? Probably not. In fact, I'd probably bet some money that both of them are not going to be made, but if I had to choose between one, I'd love the Master Builder series Jedi Temple. Everyone else asking, this is something that's been on my mind as I try to choose the direction of my channel, so I figured I'd ask, okay, why did you choose to build large-scale mocks rather than smaller mocks like Luca or Noah? Luca and Noah are probably among my top 10 favorite builders in the community. I have nothing but the utmost respect for both of them. I actually know them fairly well, Noah more so than Luca, but I've gotten to know them a lot, and I love what they're doing, and me not building small mocks is certainly no dig or gripe. I know there's maybe some misconceptions that large mock builders don't like small mock builders. It's all complete BS. We all love each other. The reason why I build bigger ones is because I like to make the series out of it. I like to see stuff bigger, but also I'm not too detail oriented. If you look at mocks comparatively like mine and Axis and compare it to maybe Luca or Noah's smaller scale mocks, you're bound to see more smaller, intricate details in smaller projects, and that's just not me. That's not how I like to build Lego. It's not what I think Lego is about for me personally and the way I build. So I choose to build bigger, I choose to go bigger, and I love to bring it to conventions, and I love seeing, you know, all these A-falls and T-falls and K-falls, kid fans of Lego, if that makes sense. Just looking at like this big crate, this big Axis. I wish an Axis was able to go to a convention, but I think that kind of answers your question. Kevin Gormley is asking, hey Matt, what's a set that you think gets away with too much hate, specifically Lego Star Wars? I don't have an answer for you about a set, but I'll answer for a minifigure. I think the Clone Wars Anakin and Obi-Wan are actually kind of cool minifigures. I know everyone absolutely despises them, but I think they're accurate to what they look like, and I kind of like using them in Clone Wars era mocks, so I think they get a little too much hate. Granted, they're a little weird, but I think they're not nearly as bad as everyone thinks. Anthony M's asking, hey Matt, I'm heading off to college and just want to know how's your Lego collection journey in college. It's probably a little different from you if you're going away and dorming, you know, on campus and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot different. I was able to get into my #1 school, which was Rutgers University. It's one of the best state schools in all of the country. It's also 30 minutes away, so I was able to commute and also still have the room and space for my Lego collection. If you're going away to college and you really want to make videos, I'd say dedicate a little bit of room to just that. Maybe a small little display behind you and a desk and stuff like that. If you want to bring everything, I'm gonna say only choose a couple of things because it's not realistic. If you're really only looking to bring a couple of display sets, that might be the best option for you, but it's really gonna depend on how you want your Lego to continue, or your YouTube or your Instagram or anything like that through college. I know one of my good buddies, Danny from Lego Buff Productions, he actually went away to college. I definitely recommend going ahead and checking out his setup. I think he did a couple of like quote room tour videos about how he made videos, how we stay productive with Lego using like the little tool bins and stuff. I definitely recommend go looking at that. If not, I'll link his channel, even if the video, if I could find it, down below. Brick Unboxing says, will you be making more vlogs? The aim is to make weekly vlogs every Sunday. I think that's kind of the thing I want to do, vlog a couple of minutes every single day. Ultimately, at the end of the week, that leads to something pretty fun to watch, and I think vlogs are really something that I'm pretty good at, and I would like to get much better. So vlogs, I think, will become a more main part of the channel going into the future. Emmasaurus is asking, what is your favorite type of video to make, and are there any new types of videos you'd like to make in the future? I think my favorite type of video to make, regardless of what it is, I'd say there's probably two. #1 is going to be mock series videos. So obviously during an Axis, I had the best time of my YouTube career. I'd love to return to Clone Wars stuff as soon as I can because I really just loved it. I also love making vlogs, going out, going places, making a fool of myself. Like I loved being in David Solbrick's studios preparing for Rise of Skywalker. I was able to just act like a complete idiot in front of everyone, embarrass everyone, and it was just such a good time. Vlogs and mock videos are probably my favorite. If I had to choose between the two, I'd probably say mock videos. The last question for today comes from BMF Productions. Matt, looking to start my own YouTube channel for reviewing sets and adding to the Lego community. Do you have any advice on what kind of cameras, speaker, editing programs that would help start a channel? I plan on making a really in-depth video about my production process, filming, scripting, editing, uploading, all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that video coming out in the next week or two. I'll give you a really quick rundown. Any advice on what kind of cameras, just like I said, the Canon EOS M50 if you have money. However, iPhones, Samsungs, they're all well and able to make really good quality videos, especially audio. And if you're looking to purchase something audio, I'd look into maybe getting what's called a lav mic. It's something you clip on to your shirt. It's LAV. Look it up so you can get one like an aux cord that plugs into your phone or your camera. Editing programs, there are tons of free editing programs. I mean, if you're on Mac, I think there's iMovie. If you're on regular, I think there's Windows something something. Look up a free software. Don't dive into buying something until you absolutely know, the very basics of editing. But that's a very fast answer for you. I hope that holds you over. But like I said, in the near future, I do want to make a video explaining everything about my process because I've gotten a lot of questions about that. So hopefully soon. Well, that wraps up about another episode of Matt's Mind, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. We are back and consistent every single Monday, guys. Make sure you stay tuned. If you have a question, a concern, anything you'd like to get out in the air, let me know down below in the comments. Make sure you guys subscribe for more content coming up very soon. Drop a like if you enjoyed today's video, and also drop a like if your question wasn't featured, and I'll feature in next week's episode. I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Peace.